I wonder how he does that harmonica sound. Should I give it a go? I'm going to give it a go. Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever applies to you. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Julia. I'm a contemporary singing specialist based in Australia, and today I am going to be reacting to 5-man a cappella group Home Free performing Man of Constant Sorrow. Let's get into it. Didgeridoo? I come from a land. Cool.
I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days.
Wait, who was that? Wait, who is the harmonica? I have my eyes closed. Like a fool.
All my days. I
Cool.
bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised. The place where he was born and raised.
Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, there's already so much that's happened. Where do I start? Okay. The didgeridoo. I don't know who's making that sound. I suspect it's the same guy that did the harmonica and just started beatboxing. That was cool. I wasn't expecting that sound at all when they started it. And it really, really sets the tone for this arrangement from what I've heard so far. But one other thing that's really impressing me at the moment is the variety of roles that I'm already hearing in this. There's so much layering going on. And of course, there's 5 vocalists. So, I mean, they kind of have a few vocalists to spare. But each of them are doing things that are filling out this arrangement in a way that makes it seem a little more complete than I was maybe expecting. So that's really cool. Let's keep going. And I'll talk about the voices of the first 2 later if what I'm hearing keeps happening.
For 6 long years I've been in trouble. No pleasures here on earth I've found. Oh, in this world I'm bound to ramble. I have no friends to help me now. He has no friends to help him now.
Awesome. I will go back so that we catch the start of this next section, but I just wanted to chat just quickly about the 2 lead vocalists, or the people that are basically passing bits of the verse between themselves. That's sounding really, really seamless at the moment between the 2 of them, which is kind of cool. And initially it sort of sounds like they have the same voice type, but no, the second one is using a little bit more nasality in his singing, and he's also utilizing a yodel just a touch more. And the placement of his sound shifts with a little bit more frequency than the first singer. So our first singer, he's twangy as heck, and it's consistent. So it's always sort of in this front place. He's got some growls happening, which is adding some excitement into the way he's approaching this song. And because of the clarity that kind of twang gives you, you can understand every single word, and it allows his voice to really, really sort of just resonate. If you're singing with the sound sort of always in the back of your throat, it's almost like there's a dampener on it. Whereas if you bring it really forward and you use lots of twang, so twang is, if you want to think of it, it's like that twang sound, like comes forward. It's going to allow that sound to carry and be really, really clear and clean. So I love the consistency of the first guy mixed in with the growls, and then the second guy using a touch more nasality and some variation in his placement, particularly if we listen to how he sings. Where is it?
I'm bound to ramble.
So we're going ramble. That B comes forward a little bit more. So I love the accent that's obviously coming through there, but it's also this change in sound placement that makes him different from the first guy. Otherwise, the resonance is sitting quite forward, and it could be mistaken as being the same person. But no, there are definitely differences between those first 2 singers. Let's keep going. Also, I'm noting that when they do the the 5-part harmony when it comes in. The bass is really, really cutting through in the mix, and I think that that is probably obviously a production element that they've decided to go with. It sounds really, really beefy and full, which is awesome, but I can't really comment on how they blend as a group when it is a produced version, because you can really only see how they would blend acoustically in the same space if you were watching them perform it in the same space. So let's keep going.
It's fare thee well, my old true lover. I never expect to see you again, for I'm bound to ride that northern railroad. Perhaps I'll die upon this train. Perhaps he'll die upon this train.
Did you hear that little slide? That was cool.
Die upon this train.
Noise.
You can bury me in some deep valley for many years where I may live.
Ho, ho, ho. The bass is in the building. Where was that? Oh, I'm going to have to do this up the octave because there's no way in hell I'm reaching where he is.
Here's where I may live.
Lay. Hole in one. I don't have perfect pitch, I swear to God. Lay. Wow. Wow, and it's clean and resonant too. Doesn't sound like he's pushing for it. That's nice. That's really nice. Sometimes a full bass makes such a difference. Another one who is a really, really full bass is Avi from the Pentatonics. I really do genuinely love the Pentatonics. And my comments on production and not being able to judge their blend goes for the Pentatonics as well. Goes for any of these groups that are letting production really, really feed into their arrangements. And anyway, this is... Hello, sir. You with the low voice.
For many years where I may live. Then you may learn to love another while I am sleeping in my grave. While he is sleeping in his grave.
His low notes in that section. Holy moly.
While he is sleeping in his grave.
That's cool.
Maybe your friends think I'm just a stranger. My face you'll never see no more.
Okay, so 3 things that he just did there. The first thing that I noticed is how far forward his R's become. His placement for his R's are so far forward. Let me find it. Future Julia, find that and insert it now, please. Thank you. So you can hear how far forward that is, and it's certainly a unique placement for sure. And then he's coming out of it and he does this little yodel, which is also pretty dang cool. I mean, there's this tiny little yodel into it and it just adds that extra element. So he's got yodels and he's got growls that he's using at the moment, which are coming across as really nifty little effects for creating some interest in his solo lines. And that's awesome. Another thing I just wanted to comment on from him was his runs. They are not overly complicated, so they're like your basic pentatonic runs, but he is fluid through them, which tells me his voice is fairly flexible, and when he's doing those runs, they stay consistent in the same place, and they are clean as heck. I prefer not hearing messy runs, so it's really awesome that his are super clean. It's just another element of that vocal skill that he's demonstrating. Consistency of placement. We haven't really exercised much as far as range is concerned, but flexibility, tick. We got some flexibility and agility in those runs there.
But there is one promise that is given. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. He'll meet you on God's golden shore. Here we go.
Cool. Oh, I want to go back for that again.
On God's golden shore.
Here we go.
Okay. Well, now I'm wondering if it actually is the beatboxer who's doing those sounds. I mean, the didgeridoo sounds. I thought it might have been him because he did the harmonica and other really cool noises, but it looked like the last guy was the one who made that sound. Yeah, that little moment there, here. Kind of looks like he's the one who's doing those sounds. So that's cool. I mean, just the variety of jobs that these guys are putting into their mix for their arrangement is awesome. And I really, really like the different kinds of textures that they're creating with their mouths. It makes it so interesting. A piece can get a little boring if it's same, which melodically, this is a fairly simple song, but because they've added in all those other little added elements and they've really utilized every single person in the group for a purpose, it sounds complete, it sounds whole. And then they're taking out elements and they're putting elements back in just to create some tension and release, which is awesome from an arranging standpoint. Is it the most exciting arrangement I've ever heard? No, but it is interesting. And I like being able to hear how they handle each of those different roles and how it comes together for one arrangement, which is really, really cool to listen to. So, I mean, hats off to these boys because singing a cappella is not easy. I've sung in a cappella. Our a cappella group was a little bigger than this, but for me, singing a cappella is so fun, but it's also got some risk in it. There's some risk there because if someone's slightly off, if someone hits the note slightly funny, it can sound a little strange. So, I mean, kudos to them. They're clearly doing a very, very good job. And I am keen to check out some more of their arrangements because the variety of vocals that they have in there when it comes to vocal texture that really just drop to the middle of the earth type of bass that they've got going on there. He's amazing. The depth and quality and richness of his low notes. Oh, they're nice. They're nice. They're a beatboxer as well. Really, really cool. I wonder how he does that harmonica sound. Should I give it a go? I'm going to give it a go. Nope, turns out I suck. Anyway, I think that was incredible. I really, really enjoyed the elements that they added into it. I loved the consistency of the sound. Can't comment on the blend because of the aforementioned production reasons, but I'm going to assume if they're this clean in their recording session, they're probably going to be fairly clean singing acoustically together because I mean it is what it is. I will watch them live if I have to in order to glean this information which I seek. Anyways, that is it from me today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, give this video a like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell beside it, and more will be coming to you. As usual, I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye.
He'll meet you on God's golden shore.